This is the Continental Cafe in New Farm in Brisbane, owned by Beau. The Continental Cafe is a small European-style restaurant serving classic comfort food. I'm here with Beau of the Continental Cafe in New Farm. Beau, welcome.
Thank you, welcome, thanks for having me.
Continental Cafe has been around since 1996 and you've been at its helm for about 13 years. The last 4 months must have been very different.
Yeah, very tough. It felt somewhat hopeless in the beginning, but we've been forced to adapt and now things are looking a lot better than they were.
So what did you do whilst there was a lockdown? Did you do takeout?
We did takeaway exclusively for 8-10 weeks. We had wonderful support from the surrounding community and the neighbourhood, which really kept us afloat during those times. It was terrible in the beginning. We had to make things very skinny. I was here with my wife. We managed to retain our full-time kitchen staff, which was a blessing. Losing them would have been really difficult. And
did you do deliveries, or did you use one of the commercial delivery people?
We didn't. We did takeaway only, and for those in the immediate neighbourhood or the immediate area, we were happy to do deliveries for those people. Yes, that's right.
And are you still doing takeout, and will you continue to do takeout?
We are, and we're hopeful that that's the sort of silver lining out of this whole thing, that we've managed to develop that side of the business. So we've always done takeaway, however we were never really that well known for it, but now we're doing more and more, so it really adds to the bottom line, the ability to send a few takeaway orders each night on top of a regular a la carte service, so we're grateful for that.
And I believe a little while ago you put a whole lot of mannequins on the tables. Was that to try and make the place look full?
Yeah, that was a bit of fun. That really got out of control. So it was very depressing in the beginning. In the early days, with the tables, with the chairs upturned on the tables, and servicing people for takeaway, it didn't feel like the restaurant that we knew and loved. And that's certainly not why we have a restaurant, to give takeaway and send you on your way. We had people that would come and want to linger and chat and talk and catch up, and that was really demoralising to have to give them their food and send them away. So I suppose, how did it start? It just was born out of an idea with the hairdressers next door who were discarding these blockheads or these apprentice training tools, and we put them on our table just to give us a bit of an ambient feeling, and it took off. It provided us with a really good bit of positive exposure during that difficult time.
Yes, and that's something I've noticed that some places overseas have done as well, with teddy bears and other items, just to try and make place look a bit full and give it a bit more atmosphere.
So I've seen, believe it or not. We're chuffed to hear that the BBC, a political chat show in the UK, did a little segment on the Continental Cafe, and another publication in the States has written about something in Brisbane, Australia, and it was good fun. It was even better because it was never intended to be anything more than just a bit of fun. So there wasn't a lot of thought behind it. But some days we did feel like we're coming here and we were working in a fishbowl with people driving past and taking photos, and it was a good talking point. And
now that, well, in Queensland things are a little bit less restricted, we've obviously still got the self-distancing rules, etc. Is your business sort of picking back up again?
Business has been great for these last few weeks that the restrictions have been lifted. It's been wonderful, better than ever. I'm concerned that we're on a bit of an ice edge at the moment. This past week gone, things are starting to quiet off a little bit. I think there's a bit of caution. But let's hope with the impending closing of the borders that will boost a bit of confidence, and we'll be able to get on with business as we've been doing.
Okay, so we all hope that confidence will stay there and the customers will keep coming.
Yes, I agree. I think we've really realised what we've missed and what we love, and getting out and sitting down and having a meal at your restaurant and socialising and being amongst friends is certainly much better than sitting at home.
That's very good. How important are your regular customers?
Hugely important. 80% of our business are regular customers and repeat customers. And for them, we're very grateful. For them, this period would have been really, really tricky without them.
How did they cope during the lockdown?
The customers?
Yes.
It was tricky. It was tricky for everyone. Like I said, we couldn't understand that we couldn't mingle, we couldn't get together and have a chat and exchange a few words. but the level of kindness and generosity that was extended towards us and my family and the business was just was wonderful. It was brought a tear to our eye on several occasions. We had customers wanting to pay their meals forward. We had doctors, groups and surgeries paying for functions that they were intending on having in advance just to provide us with a bit of cash flow to get through. I mean, that was... I'm not one to get emotional, but my wife was. She was in tears on a number of occasions when people insisted that they just wanted to pay it forward.
It's really good that everyone's come and helped and looking forward and supporting the industry as they are. Why, in a few short words, why should people come to the Continental Cafe?
To enjoy our hospitality. That's what the Continental Cafe is built around. It's not fussy, it's certainly not pretentious. The food and the menu you can understand, and we want you to feel comfortable. We encourage you to stay a long time. The atmosphere is just great. It's so warm and cosy here of an evening that you just don't want to leave. Combine that with a couple of glasses of nice red wine and a wonderfully home-cooked, wholesome meal or comfort food per se, and I hope we've got the right recipe.
Thank you, Beau. I really appreciate your time today, and we hope that things will continue to grow and get stronger and stronger.